Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. This is Car Connections. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Just wanted to give a quick update on the ride. I actually hit 500 miles yesterday and decided to open her up. And man, can she move. But there she is. Got here late last night. Broke the 500 miles. Took her on a quick spin. And opened up the hood. See what's going on this hood. Man, I love the black. That matte, guys. The matte hood is just banging. The engine just sits so pretty on this car. I noticed that this compared to my 2019 Dodge Challenger wide body, I noticed that it seems to have the engine bay on the Charger. It seems to have a lot less room. Like there's just a lot less room. Like it sits almost like if it was always designed for the Charger compared to my old Challenger. It just, the engine bay just looks amazing. And I don't know what it is, but it looks different than my Challenger. For some of you guys that do not know and not familiar with my channel and you're tuning in for the first time, make sure you subscribe. But if you go back and you look at some of my old videos, you will notice that I also had a white 2019 Challenger wide body. And so I've owned this car roughly for about a week now. And there are some differences with the ride, guys. One thing I'm gonna tell you in owning both cars, and again, this is an owner's view, right? Because I've owned both. I had my Challenger wide body for about a year. This one I've had it for about maybe a week and a half. I think the biggest difference between this car and my Challenger is this one seems a little bit more, can I say it, refined? If that makes any sense. And what I mean by refinement, the car just rides different. It seems a lot more stable than my Challenger. So I'm not sure if this was the original platform. As you guys know, this platform is part of Mercedes-Benz back in the day when there used to be a connection between Dodge and Mercedes. So a lot of the chassis components within this car and the Challenger wide body is part of the E-Class. But on this car, it fits a lot better than it did in my Challenger. It just feels a lot more refined. It feels a lot more planted and solid compared to the Challenger. For those of you guys who are cross-shopping both vehicles, what I mean is the wide-body Charger and the wide-body Challenger, I would recommend for you guys to, before you make up your mind on the Challenger, which is a fantastic ride, to go test drive this car and see if you notice the differences I'm noticing. It is a much more pleasant ride. The other thing is I'm noticing that, I haven't done launch control on it, but I did launch it at like a 20-mile roll. The car, compared to my Challenger on this car, it actually sticks a lot better. I mean, I feel like the car gets off way quicker than my Challenger did. I noticed that my Challenger, it spun its wheels. And if you're into that, then go with the Challenger probably. If you like to feel a little bit, less control of the car. But this car, I noticed it launching at around 20, 30-mile roll, just like I used to do with my Challenger. It doesn't come as loose, and it looks like the 305s are doing their job specifically on this car. But the biggest thing I'm noticing is just the level of refinement. The other thing is I noticed that the quality, and maybe it's in my head, is a little bit better Charger than the Challenger. I feel like the fit and finish is better, and what they used inside the vehicle, such as the leather, seems to be a step above the Challenger. The other thing I noticed with this car compared to my Challenger is the windows are double pane. So that means it has better insulation in the inside than the Challenger does, right? And so that's another big thing I noticed, that just the insulation of the car, again, I think maybe that's what makes it feel a little bit more refined. It's a little quieter than the Challenger. And I think one of my favorite parts about this car, besides I'm sure you guys already know, is the color and so on and so forth. But it's the 4 doors. I mean, the 4 doors, especially if you have kids, comes into use. There's a lot of practicality when you have a car that's a 4-door sedan, if you want to call it. Yeah, so I mean, the tint's settling in. As you guys know, I did a tint on the car, and it's starting to really settle in. It's about 4 or 5 days that I did it. I love the inside of it. I do notice that when I do a night drive, it is a little darker than what I expected. But for those of you guys that are thinking about getting a tint, and if you're going to be doing like a 20% or 15%, things you want to think about is your night driving and your visibility. But some of you guys don't care, as I know. Some of you guys have 5% tint or limo tint, which is incredible. Couple of things that I know will be coming to the channel after I've kind of looked around and looked at other channels. By the way, huge shout out to my boy Hemi Muscle. His patience has paid off, and he got a beautiful Dodge Charger wide body. He just purchased. Shout out to that man. I mean, he had been driving this little 4-cylinder, and I know what he was doing, but it was worth the sacrifice, dude. And shout out to your channel, Hemi Muscle. If you're not following that guy, follow that guy. I think the ride and the pick that he did is amazing. But going back to this, is a couple of things that I know I will be doing now that I've had the car for a while. Again, when I say a while, about a week, is I do not like the paddle shifters. So the paddle shifters, I'm probably going to get the SRT ones to install those. That is for sure. That is a must. I think will be coming to the channel. The other thing I'll probably be doing to it, and again, is those tailpipes. I feel like the gap is too much. I need something that's maybe 4 or 5 inch. I know there's a tip out there that's made by Carmen, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. That's like 5 inches. If I would go with something like that, I would probably do the black, the carbon black. And so that's probably an easy mod. If you guys have seen some channels, it's basically a 1 screw at the bottom. You remove it and you install it. There's no welding going on. So that's something that I'm sure will probably be coming to the channel. Yeah, and there's been some comments on the channel that she rides a little high, but I don't think I'm gonna mess with the suspension. As you guys know that have been close to the channel, my Challenger, a wide body, the 2019 I did some iBox suspension, the 1-inch drop across the board. But I don't think I'm gonna do that with this car. I think, yeah, it is a little high. Some people might think it's extremely high, but the car is fairly new and I expect some additional settling, so it'll go down a little bit more. So I'm not gonna be doing anything with the suspension related to this car. I think it looks fine just the way it is. And to be quite candid, if you guys have ever done some iBox suspension, it's a lot of work and it's labor intensive. So I don't know if I'm gonna dabble in that again. One thing I did want to ask you guys is, when I ordered this spec, as you guys know, I ordered and got it extremely fast. I'm thinking now I should have gotten the calibers red, but now I'm thinking, I don't know, how would yellow calibers look with the black SRT logo on it, guys? So let me know down in the comments below if I should go with the calibers in yellow with black SRT logo on it. I'm thinking somehow with the green and having the yellow pop, it might look good. I'm not sure though. So comment below, tell me what you guys think. What color would you do? Or some of you guys probably like the black it already comes with. So if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe and the thumbs up. I appreciate a lot of you guys hitting the thumbs up and sharing the vlogs. And more to come on the channel. A quick update related to the car, and more to come. Make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Peace.